This is Matt. Get ready to match the stars. Jimmie Walker, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Joyce Bulifant, Richard Dawson, and Loretta Swit as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now, here's the host of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
I want my microphone.
Well, you can't have it.
I want my microphone.
That's a very dangerous seat, Joyce.
Yes.
Yes, I noticed.
I beg your pardon. How are you? What are you growing on your chest?
Palm trees.
Palm trees.
We planted carrots, but...
We planted carrots. Well, I guess you're all set here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hi, dear.
Hello there. It's still the same old wig, huh? Okay.
Tomorrow there'll be something funny.
Terrific. Let's welcome our two players here, shall we? Ken Skop and Susie Hoppenthal. Now, if you were with us recently, you realize that Ken has won one game. He's got $5,600 to his credit, and he's being challenged by Susie. He's ahead at the moment, 4-1. He has one question to go. We're in the middle of our second and final round. He needs 3 to tie, 4 to win. We'll find out if that happens one way or another in a moment or so. Hello, friends. I'll push this button right here, you see, and that reveals our second round question. Are you ready, Ken?
Yes, I am.
Okay, remember, 3 to tie, 4 to win. Last time you matched Charles, and that's it. So, Charles, you do not participate. When Paul joined the police department, his first assignment was to blank all the streakers. First job they gave him. Did you hear that? When Paul joined the police department, his first assignment was to blank all the streakers. Jimmie's the first one ready. Brett is second. Joyce Bulifant is third.
Going in.
Loretta was fourth.
And I'm a very close fifth.
All right, Ken. When Paul joined the police department, his first assignment was to blank all the streakers.
To clothe all the streakers.
To clothe all the streakers. Okay? Restless John, throw them something. Popcorn, peanuts, anything. Keep it quiet there. What do you say, Jimmie? He said, clothe all the streakers.
I want Ken off the show. He has no
You don't want...
Leave the show.
You don't think that's a good answer?
Arrest all the streakers.
Arrest all the streakers. I guess they like your answer. Let's see if they like your answer, Brett.
Why are they applauding the former mayor of New York? Why? He's been dead for 15 years. What did you say, honey?
He said clothe all the streakers.
Well, I said clothe. I said dress.
Dress all the streakers. There is a match. Now we come down to Joyce. When Paul joined the police department, his first assignment was to blank all the streakers. He said clothe, and what do you say?
Well, I think he was an undercover man, so he had to join all the streakers.
Join all the streakers. That's a good disguise, isn't it?
Not necessarily.
What did you say, Richard? You got to match the last two to stay in the game.
I said it even chicer than join. Infiltrate.
Infiltrate. What did you say, Loretta, for the record there? Arrest. Congratulations. Stand by for a moment. We got to say goodbye to Ken. I hope you enjoyed it, Ken.
Yes, I did very much.
Good. And you got some plans for the loot, have you?
Yes, with the way prices are, next week's groceries.
Okay, Ken, it's been a pleasure having you here on Match Game 74. There you go with $5,600. You happy?
Yes.
All right, now don't run too far away from me here because I want you to participate in this big money super match where you can win over $5,000. You know, we polled a recent studio audience, Susie, and we got their best response to this. Port blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. If you match the next one, it's $250. And that bottom one gets you $100. Now, you can get a little help from celebrities. Which ones do you choose?
Richard.
Richard.
Port of call.
Port of call. All right, there's one.
Loretta.
Loretta. Port.
Gee. That was mine, and I'm really stuck. All I can think of is not English, it's French. I don't know. I've got to pass.
Really?
Yeah,
Can't think of
I
anything. Okay,
Yeah.
her time is up. One more.
Charles?
Charles?
Port wine.
Port wine. Okay, so you've got port wine and port of call. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own. What would you like to do?
Port of call.
You want to choose port of call? All right, port of call is one we're looking for. The answer that Richard gave you, he's got his fingers crossed, as we all have our fingers crossed for you. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. First, may we see the $100 response? Port wine.
Of course.
Navy talk. What, did you think of that, Jimmie?
I'm hip to that.
Yeah, are you an ex-Navy man?
Ex-ghetto man.
Oh, I see. All right.
Is that a part of the Navy?
No.
Only depends on what sewer you're from.
We're looking for port of call. May we see the $250 response? Port of call! Congratulations. What do you think is under the $500 response? Vino.
Side.
Port side and port wine. No, the audience is port wine. Here is the $500 response. You were right, audience. That was Charles' answer. Okay, now, Susie, you've got the $250. You now play for 10 times that amount, or $2,500. This will have to be an exact match with one celebrity. Which one do you choose?
Richard.
Okay, Richard, get ready to write. Susie faces me. Here is the $2,500 question. Blank Hill, H-I-L-L. Blank Hill, or Blank Hill. Okay, he is finished. What answer do you come up with in order to match Richard? Blank Hill.
Bunker Hill.
Bunker Hill? You would expect an Englishman who's only shortly arrived in this country 5 or 6 years ago to say Bunker Hill, a battle in American history?
Yes.
Well, good luck. Richard,
He said the Tower of Boston one day.
$500. May we see your answer?
Well, English people know a great deal about American history.
They do.
Sure, Benedict Arnold was a hero in England. And I intend to be a hero with Susie, with Bunker.
Well done. Okay. So, Susie, you have $2,850, and you're going to play another game right after we play this game with our audience. Okay, Susie, are you all ready?
Yeah.
You've pulled yourself together now? You ready to play another game?
Yes.
Well, to do that, we've got to meet another player, and with a great deal of pleasure, we welcome Judy Petty. How are you, Judy? Good. Judy will now tell us a little bit about the story of her life.
Well, I'm a happy housewife,
Good.
and I have one husband and 3 children. And
Scared the heck out of me there for a second there. 3 husbands and 1 child. Yes.
I'm originally from West Virginia.
You are.
Doesn't
And you
it
live,
tell
how
you
long have
that?
you lived out here? Long time?
Yeah.
You like it out here?
Oh, I love it.
Good. All right, good luck, Judy. I'll push a button, reveal our first round questions, and ask you to make a selection.
B.
She wants B. New game, everybody plays. Rudy said, last night, my wife's hair caught fire. I put out the flames by blanking on her head. Rudy said that, Judy. Rudy said, oh, dear, it's so hot in here.
Mercy me! Is that Rudy
That's not
Ballet?
good. No, just plain old Rudy's. All right, Joyce. Come on. Come on,
You
Joyce.
won't let me say what I want to say.
Just put it in.
Just get that answer in there. Okay. Judy. Rudy said, last night my wife's hair caught fire. I put out the flames by blanking on her head.
Tinkling.
Okay. She said, Rudy tinkled on his wife's head.
Did he have a little bell?
Jimmie?
Ding dong. No. Stomping. Being from the ghetto, stomping. Dancing, moving, grooving, stomping.
That
Get
would
it?
put out the fire, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Soul Train,
Right.
stomping.
Yeah. Brett, what did you say?
That's what I have. 1 husband and 3 children, and I wish I had 3 husbands and 1 child. I said spitting.
Spitting on the Another way of doing it? Yeah. She was bald by the time he got the fire out. Yes, Charles.
Did you see their neighbors across the street? Harry, come to the window. Tinkling on it. I put stomped. I'm
Stomping.
sorry.
All right, Joyce, what do you say?
Well, I think the first thing he did was smother it by sitting on our heads.
Sitting on the head. There. All right. Richard, what do you say?
That's not what I said.
That's not a hot foot, is it? No.
No.
It couldn't possibly be.
Yeah.
I said watering.
Watering her head.
Because I couldn't think of another way to put it.
Yeah.
If I thought of tinkle, I would have written that down. But I said watering.
All right, so you get the buzz there.
I
Loretta?
couldn't think of anything except pouring water.
Pouring water. Okay, so Judy, you didn't score in your first question there, and we'll see what happens a little bit later on with Susie and her question. But right now, friends, we've got to do a little business with you, and this is it. Okay, middle of round 1. Got a question for you, Susie. Judy did not score in for her half of the round. Let's see how you do. Hey, I have an important announcement here, folks.
Oh.
Today is the first birthday of Match Game.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It is.
Happy birthday to
No, you can't sing that. Don't sing that. Don't sing that. We have to pay a big royalty.
Dancing on with Christian soldiers.
That's right. So, today's the first birthday of Match Game. We couldn't afford a cake, so after the show, we're serving a big plate of blank with 1 candle stuck in it. You're thrilled with this question, I can see that.
A big plate of blank.
We are serving a big plate of blank with 1 candle stuck in it. Did you hear that, Susie? First birthday of Match Game. We couldn't afford a cake, so after the show, we're serving a big plate of blank with 1 candle stuck in it. Everybody ready? Except Charles, who's never been to a birthday party before.
Neither have I.
You haven't?
Nobody has birthdays where I live.
Why not?
People just get happy just to go for another day.
I'm not here to depress us, you know.
Oh, this is not the depression game?
No. It's the Match Game. All right, they're all set over there, so we'll call on Susie. After the show, we're serving a big plate of blank with 1 candle stuck in it.
Spaghetti?
Spaghetti? Spaghetti. Well, we couldn't afford a cake, Jimmy. She said spaghetti. What do you say?
Spaghetti. Oh, my. Anyway, ice cream.
Ice cream. How could we buy ice cream if we couldn't afford a cake, Jimmy? I'll send you that question, special delivery there.
Jimmy, try and get your act together.
What do you say, Brett?
Devil, let's send him back.
Joe.
I said a big plate of Goodson and Todman.
Let me... All right, Charles.
When I was a boy in Hartford, I went to the Pantano family, the Del Mastro family, the Iaconello family, and the Matera family.
Right.
I lived in New York as a starving young actor before I was beautiful with the Josephine Baretti who fed me for 10 years. And she fed me what I would like to have at every celebration, spaghetti!
Yes, we'll hear it for Charles Spaghetti.
Did he have to do his whole bio just to say spaghetti?
And I'm on the new special on Thursday.
What did you say,
I
Joyce?
think they wanted to start the new year off with a bang, so they served a candle in the middle of a big plate of matches.
Yeah, that's interesting, though.
Get out.
You have a strange mind and an interesting body. Richard, what did you say?
Beginning now. Well, I was interested to hear Charles' dissertation on Columbus Day. That was very nice.
No me fas company.
The reason you're absolutely correct is because Iris Cacciola is a producer.
Iris
He gave us spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Cacciola. Iris Cacciola, the producer.
Bene.
Goodson.
Bene is Cacciola.
Bene. Goodson Todola.
And without any of Charles's background, I also want to.
Faccia la spaghetti.
That's a wild answer.
I don't think so.
Le piace spaghetti, ragazza bella. Okay, we'll push the button and we say to Judy, what do you have to say, Judy?
I'll take B.
You take a B. This the girl she wanna be.
Over here.
I wanna be too, but I no canna.
You know you're going to get a letter from the Defamation League. You
No.
realize that, don't you?
Only Frank
With
Sinatra
that
will write.
accent, you've got
Listen,
to.
the Martian said on Mars, our women have light bulbs instead of blanks. The Martian said on Mars, our women have light bulbs instead of blanks, Judy. That's it. You've got it, you've got it. Okay, that's it over there.
Go this way. I've eaten part of it.
Look at these two.
Yeah, look at that. All right, Charles.
Frickin' frack.
Yeah. Come on, Brett.
Well, heavens, I've been perking right along here, and
Up
now
until this
just I
moment.
take a minute.
All right,
just
Judy,
once.
the dingbats are finished. The Martian said on Mars, our women have light bulbs instead of blanks.
Breasts.
Okay. All right. That's 2 for you, Judy.
I think that's the customary number,
Yes,
Gene.
it is. Jimmy, what do you say?
Based on my research.
I have the right answer.
You
He
do?
said,
Good.
breasts spelled wrong, but it
That's all
counts.
right. Okay. That's all right. Spelling doesn't count here, Jimmy.
No, I hope not.
It doesn't. All right, Brett.
Did you know that there's a rumor that Fanny Flagg is from Mars?
Really?
Yes, I say no more. But we all know what she looks like. I said bazoom.
Bazooms. There's 2 for you, Judy. Charles?
Now, that would be funny because instead of one girl saying I wear a B cup, she said, well, I'm a 40 wop.
Hello, Joyce.
Everybody, hi there.
How are you?
Well, my peculiar mind is at work again.
Yeah. What would you like to talk
said,
about?
I don't know, bosoms.
You want to talk about bosoms? Okay. What would you like to say about bosoms? That's enough.
Mine don't light up.
Yours don't light up.
You can swing that
Hear what
right
she said.
time, honey.
I'm not going to pass it on. What did you say,
worse,
Richard?
you could have 100 and a 60. Yes, I said boobs.
Boobs, there it is. Miss Swit.
Light up the sky.
With breasts, okay. You went all the way with that. Well, that was quite a recovery there, Judy. 6, okay. Let's see, Susie, you've got to make 3 to stay in the game. And all you can work for is a tie, so let's see if it happens. The blacksmith said...
What?
Wait a minute.
Hold it.
All right, come on, we're running leather.
You don't have to put up with that, huh?
Quiet! The whitesmith said... I ran out of horses, so to keep in practice, I put horseshoes on my blank. Did you hear that, Susie?
Let's go right along here.
I ran out of horses, so to keep in practice, I put horseshoes on my blank. All right. How you doing down there? Ready? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, Susie, what do you say? I ran out of horses, so to keep in practice, I put horseshoes on my...
Kids?
On my kids. On my kids. The audience is groaning. I don't know what that's going to do for you. You got to match everybody to stay in the game, Jimmy. Kids is their answer.
Dog!
Dog, I'm sorry. You lose, Susie. Junior's the winner. Come on down, Judy. What did y'all have over there? Wife? Congratulations. Now, Susie, we've got some money for you. $2,850 to be specific. Together with our thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. Susie Hoppenthal, ladies and gentlemen. So, now we've got to do a little business, and then we've got to go to the big money super match and see how this gal does. Come right back. Okay. Listen, Jimmy, I wanted to ask you, how many years did it take you to become an overnight success and a big hit and a star and all that?
It only took me 6.5 years.
Yeah,
And
well...
then immediately to the top.
Very important, please.
People,
all right, but you're terrific on Good Times. That's on at 8:30 what night?
8:30 on Friday nights.
On Friday night.
go home now.
He is good at it. Dawson just handed me. By the time you read this card on the air, it will be time to say goodbye. All right, say goodbye, Gene. Gene will join you again next time, and I hope you will join Gene. Gene who?
What's my name again? You're not coming back. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS stations.